Okay, this next lesson is on multiplying and dividing polynomials. In a previous lesson, we added and subtracted polynomials, and now we're going to have a different set of rules about multiplying and dividing them. Quick review of what polynomials are, though. Polynomials are just several terms put together. Okay, we have three special kinds: the monomial, which is just one term, the binomial, which is two terms, and the trinomial, which is three terms. But let's take a look at our first problem. This is Nicholas, my partner in crime here. Nicholas, this is a monomial times another monomial, okay? And the way that we're going to do this, we're going to expand each monomial out. This 3xy squared is 3 times x times y, and this monomial is 2 times x times y times y. All right?
Okay.
Now there's a rule that says when you're multiplying a lot of things together, you can move them around and put them where you want. So I'm going to put the numbers together, 3 times 2. I'm going to put the x's together, and I have a total of 3. And I'm going to put the y's together. I have a total of 4. Nicholas, I'm sure you know what 3 times 2 is.
Yes. 6.
What's that? 6. How can we write x times x times x in a shorter way?
X to the third.
That's right. And how about y times y times y times y?
Y to the fourth.
That's right. And that's our answer. 6x to the third, y to the fourth. Now there is a shortcut for doing this, and that is multiply the coefficients together. 3 times 2 is 6. And with the variables, when you are multiplying powers with the same base, all you have to do is add the exponents. Let me show you what that means. X to the first times x squared, same base, x, just add the exponents. You get x to the third. Y squared times y squared, same base, y, just add the exponents. You get y to the fourth, 2 plus 2. So that's a shortcut.
Okay.
Let's look at our next problem. This is one monomial divided by another monomial. Okay, it's going to work similarly. We're going to start by expanding both the numerator and the denominator. In a previous lesson, I talked about thinking of this 10 as 2 times 5. So we're going to write that as 2 times 5. The x to the third, there's 3 x's there. The y squared, there's 2 y's. And on the bottom, we have 5 times x times y. Now, a review of a rule we learned previously: when you have a whole bunch of things multiplying on the top and a whole bunch of things multiplying on the bottom, you can cancel out anything that is both on the top and on the bottom. So what can we cancel out here? What's both on the top and on the bottom?
You would cancel out the 5.
Right.
2 x's.
Mm-hmm.
And a y.
And a y. And that leaves us with 2xy. And that's the answer. Now, there is a shortcut for division of monomials as well, and that is simply divide the coefficients. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And when you are dividing powers with the same base, you subtract the exponents. Now, I know this sounds tricky, but x to the third divided by x squared, they have the same base. All you have to do is subtract the exponents. 3 minus 2 is 1. That's our x1. Y squared divided by y to the first, just subtract the exponents and you get y to the first. So that's our shortcut. If the shortcut doesn't make sense, though, you can always just do it the long way. Okay, problem 3. We have a monomial times a trinomial. Okay? And this is going to work just like the distributive property. We're going to multiply the 3x times each term inside. Okay?
Okay.
So first we have 3x times 2x squared, and go ahead and think of what that would be. And we have 3x times 4x and 3x times 7. Okay, so Nicholas, what's 3x times 2x squared?
I think that's 6x to the third.
6x to the third, that's right. Multiply the 3 and the 2. X to the first times x squared is x to the third. How about 3x times 4x?
That would be 12x squared.
12x squared, that's right. 12x squared. And 3x times 7?
21x.
21x. And that's our answer. Multiplying a monomial by a binomial or a trinomial is just like the distributive property. Okay, and our last problem here, we have a binomial divided by a monomial. And this works similarly in that the denominator is going to get his turn with each term in the numerator. Let's see what that looks like. we can rewrite this as 3x squared over x plus 7x over x. And now, thinking of problem 2, Nicholas, what's 3x squared divided by x?
3x.
3x, that's right. And how about 7x divided by x?
7.
7. And that's our answer, 3x plus 7. So that's the lesson on multiplying and dividing polynomials. Remember the shortcuts when we multiply. If we're multiplying powers with the same base, we simply add the exponents. And when we're dividing, if we're dividing powers with the same base, we can just subtract the exponents. Nicholas, let's let them at home go ahead and work on some problems so you can get ahead.
Okay.